Hello, Mag. How are we doing? Yeah, I'm in the UK near Preston. Hello, Kaori in Russia. How are we doing? Trio boys, OG5. Hello there. Peter Vincent. Yes, it is freight and passenger. There will be some freight coming through in the next couple of hours. I think there's at least 3 freight trains due, possibly more actually. So I think there's either 3 or 4 in the next couple of hours. There's one at 9 o'clock. One at 20 to 10, one at 10 o'clock, in fact there's 2 around 20 to 10 and one at 10 o'clock, and I think there's one at 10:40. So yeah, a bit of everything. Hello, Charlotte Sturgill, Boulder City, Nevada, USA. Welcome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything but makes it worthwhile. It's nice and sunny here. A little bit windy, but nice and sunny. '75 watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to each other. Hello, Railite. How are we doing? Good morning. Trade or buy and sell. Where's the train? Please. It'll be on the tracks when it comes. 4 track but no train. That is correct. There's been about 4 trains, so in past 10 minutes. Unfortunately, you've missed them, but there'll be more to follow, don't worry. Echo Music Production. Yes, there'll be something along shortly. Hello, GWRXYZ. How are we doing? Excellent. This is in Scarborough, New York. No, it tells you, if you read the pinned message in the chat, it tells you exactly where it is. Oh, you can't read. Well, I'm in the UK. Hello, Diamond Cross. How are we doing? Hello, Echo Music Productions. There's a train approach. Oh no, there's not. No, there'll be some trains along shortly. It's always quiet, this what I call the third quarter. Between 1/2 and 1/4 to. It's always a bit quiet. And then it'll liven up again. Hello, Andrew Sharma. How are we doing? No, that was a class 331, that one. Exactly identical to a 195, but the 331 runs on electric, the 195 runs on diesel. That was a 331. IR2, I am doing it. Oh yeah, get rid of you. Yeah, they do Echo Music. They're identical to look at, apart from one has a pantograph on roof and one doesn't. That's the only visible difference from the outside. And they sound different. Yeah, this time the 195's noisier because obviously it has diesel engines and the 331's electric. But we do get 195s through here, but you'll see some very soon. Did you just give a shout out for me? Did I? Hello, Final Spike videos. Ugly trains. Yes, what are you, Final Spike? What country are you in? Excellent. To be fair, some of them are actually. Hello, May Taurus. How are we doing? Hello, Sean McGuinness. How are we doing? I love that view. Excellent. That correct. That was a northern train. That is correct. Most of the trains that come through here are Northern and Avanti and Transpennine. As far as passenger services go, in fact, all of the trains that come through here are Northern, Transpennine or Avanti passenger services. As for freight, it can be anything. Hello, Michael Fox. How are we doing? What a lovely view. Yes, it is. Name a train I should draw, only UK train. Like, I don't know. Flying Scotsman. No, I'm in the UK, LW. In the UK, as in England, sorry. In England. If you read that, there's a pinned message actually that tells you where I am. I'm sorry I couldn't hear. Yeah, the train I said, Flying Scotsman. (104) Rubber Duck, I'm in Australia. G'day, sport. How we doing? You going out with the Sheilas tonight? Text messages like I don't know what. connection. Is it on the change my device? It's onto the iPad. It's my crappy works network thing, whatever it is restricted. The data's restricted, so I just have to go onto my iPad and do it through there. Hello, Juan Carlos, how are we doing? Sorry if I missed anybody in chat, but I'm just hello, Manoj Yadav. Hello, Dominic English. Yeah, I'm in the UK. Hello, Manoj Yadav. The train chatters have a one chat. My good than that, I like that. My name is Irina. Hello from Russia. Hello, Irina. How are we doing? Already drawn a Flying Scotsman. I'm just trying to catch up with chat because I lost connection. Yeah. Which is unlimited. Thankfully. Sean Unit, I would love to see the Russian railway lines. Yeah. Stephen Caldwell, how we doing? I'm just near Preston, Stephen Caldwell. Near Preston on the West Coast Main Line. Hello, Giancarlo. No passing train. There'll be one coming soon. Hello, CB-ROM. CBROM 100. Hello. Hello, Zeta Enriquez. Hello, air looks so peaceful. Hello, Zeta. Yeah. No, there'll be no City 125s coming through. Stephen Caldwell, thanks. I think I've caught up there. It's weird. iPad, the chat's actual writing smaller. So it's a real strain to see. Whereas on the iPhone, your chat is bigger. It's ironic, that isn't it? Bigger screen, but yet smaller chat. It's probably a way to make it bigger, but I don't know. The only Intercity 125s that come through here are the departmental test train. That comes through quite often, which is an Intercity 125. It's a colourless thing. And the Midland Pullman, that comes through quite often. Came through the other day, did that actually, the other morning, about, I don't know, 2 days ago. Giancarlo, Major Cogger and Taxi. I don't know what that means, but there we go. Thank you, Echo Music Productions. Don't forget, people, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen. Subscribe, it don't cost nothing and it makes it worthwhile. Makes it worthwhile getting up at crack of dawn and a 20-mile drive to come and give you this view. Not that it's very exciting at the moment, but there will be things will be coming shortly. It's just from past the hour, 2/4 to the hour, it's always a little bit quiet, but there's stuff on its way. In fact, there's something coming now. I can see the headlights. I don't know what it is, but there's something on its way. Wish I could make this chat bigger. size, the writing, I can see it easier. Hello, Vigilator. Good morning. Good morning to Vigilator, who I think is in France, if I remember rightly. And here comes the Pendolino. Hello, Matbeen Kipana. Hello, Darren Guest. How are we doing? My name is Irina. How are we doing? Juan Carlos. How are we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen. Hello, Lee. 328. 338. Sorry, I've not got the writing's very small on this iPad. Morning from Carlisle. Excellent. What's the weather like in Carlisle? Is it sunny? It's nice and sunny here at the moment, but a little bit windy, but it is nice and sunny. ScotRail leaves quite a few 125s. Seen them quite a lot on the East Coast Main Line. Excellent. Hello, Shalala Kazim. I'm from Australia. Excellent. Bright and crisp. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it. That's what it's like here. Actually, it's not cold, but it's fresh. I'm sat here with my car door open and my legs hanging out, and there's a wind that's just keeping temperature down slightly. Hello, my Matsik Pinit Kapin. I can't say that. Looks like it's Russian writing to me. Just trying different ways to put this iPad to see if I make the writing any bigger. Whatever you do, it doesn't seem to help. Welcome to live chat. Remember to go do that. Hello, Echo Music Productions again. The Class 39 Pendolino will be gone in 20 years. Well, probably will, yeah, in 20 years maybe, but I thought they were replacing it, in the process of replacing it now, but they're not. They're actually refurbishing it. So I found out the other day, I thought they were doing away with it and replacing it with the 805s and the 807s, but apparently the Pendolino is being refurbished. They're all being refurbished and done up, so they're going to be around a while yet. I mean, to be fair, there's nothing wrong with them, is there? You know, they still look modern. and they're obviously fast enough. There's no issue with the speed, even though they're not as quick as the 805, but they've got a better top speed than the 805 has. But the 805 is much quicker on acceleration. Yeah, there's lots of birds around here. Hello, Ashraf Syed, how are we doing? Yeah, they're certainly making a racket, these birds. You can take it, you can hear them, can you, coming through the microphone? We've got something coming down the slow down line, so it's going to be a 331 or a 323. I can't tell, it's too far away. I can only see the headlights. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen and subscribe to each other. It's a 331. Excellent. 331, task complete. Excellent. Hello, Delanua. How are we doing? What was the first train to appear in this live? I can't remember. I cannot remember. Sorry. I know there's a freight train due very soon. I know that much. I don't know where it is, but it's due soon. Hello, Diego. How are we doing? Hello, Kathy Grady. How are we doing? Transpennine, class 397 approaching. Kath Grady, fine but confused. Alright, sorry to hear that. Fine but confused. Sorry about that. James Andrew Hollingworth. That's not a train, it's a tram. Ah, is it? Okay. Very good. Whatever you feel, James. Whatever you feel. Like I say, now everybody can identify anything as they want it to be. It's a free world. Hello, Malcolm Chapman. How are we doing? Let's have a look what's from here in. Why do you like wasting our time? Kathy Grady, how can it be wasting your time? Just go on another channel. What on earth are you talking about? If you don't like it, change channel. Good Lord. No wonder you're confused. Sorry, this whatever's on here is not to your liking, but just go and look at something else. There's channels I go on that I'm not interested on. But I don't say why do you like wasting our time? How can I be wasting your time? Are you illiterate? How on earth am I wasting your time? The statement you're looking for is why are you wasting your own time? Then becomes an opinion. If you say that, why are you wasting your own time? That becomes an opinion. But it's physical impossibility. It's a physical impossibility for me to be wasting your time. But you're in charge of that, not me. So if you're going to come on here making silly comments, get an education first. I don't suffer fools lightly, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. Honestly, coming on saying, why am I wasting their time? Nobody's asked. You don't have to watch if you don't. Just, if there's something on YouTube you don't like, just don't watch it. Honestly. Dear oh dear. Well, there is a freight train, Joe. I don't know where it's hiding, but yeah, feel free. If anybody's been like that vigilator, just nail them. You know, feel free. I know it's crazy, isn't it? I mean, how the hell can I be wasting her time? You know what I mean? It's just crazy talk. I go on loads of channels during the day and there's stuff and I see and I don't like it. But I don't write stuff in chat. If I don't like it, I just move on to another channel and watch something else. Simple. I'd never write nonsense in chat. You know. Some people are just sort of like keyboard warriors, I think. Hello, this is Fred. How are we doing? Is trains late? Well, I don't know. They're more likely to be late anyway than on time. That's the usual thing for the UK, I'm afraid. There's a freight train due. It was down for 9:02, but I don't know where it's got to. I see a train coming, correct. Hello, Ricardo Riestra, how we doing? Hello, Saprine, how we doing? Hello, this is a nice view of the countryside. Yes, it is. It's a very deceit. Oh, here's the freight train. Here it is at last. Better late than never, and it looks like Class 90s. Freightliner Class 90s, I think, or a Freightliner Class 90. Yeah, that's the size of them in this country, I'm afraid. Buy and sell, we don't have huge, mega long things like they do in America. Ours are only fairly short, but they're probably more frequent. You know what I mean? Short and frequent. I mean, because if you look at compare UK to America, you could fit the UK in Texas, couldn't you? So, hence why we don't need trains 10 miles long. You know what I mean? Because our country is tiny in comparison to yours. Like I say, you can fit the UK in Texas multiple times just in one state. but we have quite a lot of freight trains. There's 2 more due in about half an hour. They're going to come at roughly the similar time, I think. I forgot what else there were. I did look at timetable for that. It's not that busy, to be honest. It's as busy as it needs to be. You know what I mean? Obviously, it has busy spells, but you've just got an up slow and an up fast, and sorry, up fast and down fast, and up slow and down slow. You know what I mean? Local trains tend to be on the 2 nearest lines, and the high-speed trains tend to be on the 2 farthest lines. You know. Hello, Javid and Iran. Welcome back. I remember you from yesterday. A hyperloop train. Yeah, well, yeah, I know what you mean. If we had trains that were 10 mile long, they'd be sort of cluttering up stations here, there and everywhere. Correct. Americans, you know, America is just like one train every now and then that just crosses the whole country. You know, it's a totally different ball game. Hello, Salvador Giannino. How are we doing? You know, I mean, over a day, there's probably, I don't know how many freight trains come through here over a day. There's probably about 30 over a 24-hour period here. You know, but a lot of them are at night time. Without actually looking at timetable and counting, I can't be 100% sure, but just in my head, you know, there's quite a few, but the bulk of them is at night time. Like the one with all the cars on the back comes through late at night. Are there? No. Well, there obviously is people who, as we call them, fare dodgers, but there's not as many as there used to be, I don't think, because a lot of stations now are barrier controlled, you know, these ticket barrier things, so it's not as easy as it used to be, you know. Okay, see you later, bid you later. Have a nice day. Hello, Daniel. My money's on a Ford Cortina. Yeah, I used to have a Ford Cortina. In fact, I think I've had more than one Ford Cortina. Yes, now 2 people sneak in for the price of 1. Yeah, well, that's true. They could probably do. I don't know. You see, we have quite a lot of stations now. We have these fare dodging people there who harass people who haven't paid, asked to see tickets and stuff. Yeah, I've had 2. I had a Cortina 2-litre gear, and I had a Cortina Crusader, I think it were. I think. Well, and I actually had a Cortina pickup as well. What they call a P100 pickup as well. Hello, Lee 838. Sorry, 338. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's. I mean, the train that runs from Manchester to Blackburn, the late night one on a Saturday, is just from one end to other full of drunk people, and I think a lot of. But saying that, you can't get in Manchester Victoria Station without paying, so you'd have to try your luck. But there's no ticket inspector who's going to walk up and down that train. at midnight when everybody's drunk and falling around, harassing people for tickets. It's just not going to happen. So I think a lot of those are free travellers, to say the least. There's no way if I were a ticket, if I was a guard on a train, there's no way I would walk up and down that train where it's just stuffed with drunk people. No way. So leave them to it. Leave them to it. That'd be my theory on that one. I'd rather be a live coward than a dead hero. I noticed, like it says, if you haven't, I noticed there's signs on Preston Station. If you try to fare dodge, you will have to pay £100 fine. And I was thinking about it. I looked the other day to see how much it were to Glasgow, and on the day it was 211 quid, which is ridiculous. And I thought it'd be easier just to try and sneak on. And if you get caught, it's cheaper to pay the fine than what it is for a ticket. Oh yeah, there must there must be CCTV on train or something, I presume. I don't know, because I've been on that late night train coming back. It's the same train, and it always makes me laugh because it's absolutely packed at brim. And I think, why don't they put an extra, double it up, put two DMUs together, double it up and make it so it's not as packed. And it's the fact that it's so packed where there's trouble breaks out, and it's every single time, every Saturday night. And I wouldn't be surprised if the police travel on it now, actually, because when I was last on it, it was like being in the Wild West. There were people fighting and falling out the doors on platform, and it was horrendous. And I thought, never again am I getting that last train back. Never. It was diabolical. You were like sardines crammed in. And every time it stopped, there'd be people brawling up platform, and train wouldn't set off because doors were stuck open, and it was painful. It was painful. But it's the way of the world now. Times are changing. People just seem to go out and create bother and do whatever. I don't know. It's just life today. What is the most common freight train that hauls everything? We don't have a common one here. We have common engines. Class 66 is the most common engine in this country. It's everywhere, the Class 66. Everywhere in the country. It's all over the show. Hello, James Smith. How are we doing? Class 66 is definitely the most common engine in in mainland UK and Scotland and Wales. You know what I mean? Hello, Zach Hemmering. How are we doing? Welcome back. So yeah, no doubt about it. There's no argument about that. The 66 is the most common. It's everywhere. Every company has it. Everywhere. You get it in all companies have 66s. It's been a very successful engine and will continue to be for quite some time, I would imagine. But I've yet to see the Class 93 actually working. I know I've seen it. It's come through here a couple of times. Two together, light engine, but I've never seen it actually functioning or working. Yes, there's some cows in that field. There is cows in the field. There's black ones, brown ones, and white ones, and black and white ones I can see from here. Hello, JM Youngquist. How are we doing? Yeah, if you look at charts, there's a pinned message I've put at the top or at the bottom, whichever, whatever phone you're watching it on, and it says my exact location. But I'm on the West Coast Main Line in the UK. And soon there will be some more freight trains, but not sure when. I'll just have a look at the timetable. Timetable up. The next train through here is, what time are we on now? 22. Oh, we've got a court bridge. Oh, I don't think that one's running. I think that's running. It's down, but it's. Oh, hang on. Yeah, it is running. The next, we've got a freight train coming through here at 9:37, which is in 17 minutes. And another one at 10 o'clock. One of these has got cancelled. I remember looking this morning before I went out. I don't know. There's one at 10 o'clock. And then we've got a cement train at 10:40. The cement train, that is definitely running. I have checked. Yes, it is. And they all look like they're on time. So we've got one in about 17 minutes. We've got one at 10 o'clock and one at 10:40 so far. We don't get any tornadoes in this country, thankfully. Vigilator, yep, we don't get any tornadoes in this country. I don't know why I nearly said cornetto, but no. I'm saying we don't get any, we get the odd one, but our, what they class, they're few and far between. But the odd one that might just knock a chimney pot off or something. I saw the Britannic Explorer yesterday, excellent. Hello, 937784125, how are we doing? No one is here for I poop on railways. Nice. Very nice comments he made. Nobody's here for poop on railways. Well, I'm glad to say you're no longer here. Favourite DMU? I haven't really got a favourite DMU. I think they're all a bit boring, to be honest. I can't pick one because they're all a little bit. I mean, I haven't seen that many, you see. Problem is, down south you've got lots of different ones. You've got a much vaster selection. So. Right, yeah, oh yeah, you have. You get your fair share of all sorts of weathers in America. My God, do you? That is one good thing about the UK. Yeah, that's one good thing about UK. Our weather is pretty boring and not exciting, and we don't get any dramatic weather. You know what I mean? We don't get tornadoes. We may occasionally get floods. Hello, Railheart. How we doing? And downpours and things, but we don't get life-threatening weather like you do in America. And we used to get lots of snow. We don't even get that now. That seems to have come to an end. Hello, 937784125. Hello again, Railheart. My nerves are shot from hearing tornado sounds. Yeah, I must admit I won't be too keen on tornadoes. That's for sure. We get the odd one in this country, and they call them tornadoes, but they're not. And it might just whiz through a little village and whiz a few chimney pots and roofs off. Just what I call a freak tornado, but that's about it. Our biggest enemy in this country, especially for people who live down south, is floods. They get lots of floods. You know, I live up here, up north. We don't get floods because we're high up. You know, we're on high ground. You know, so we don't get floods. Salvatore Giannino. Yeah, not that tornado alley that we have here. Yeah, we don't get anything dramatic. Like I said, floods is about it, and I've never had a flood. If my house gets flooded, it's God help everybody else because I'm high up. Well, I'm not high, but I'm a couple of 100 metres above sea level, so there's a lot of people lower down. So if a flood reaches my house, there's a lot of dead people about. Don't forget to double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Oh God, pardon me, yawning because I've been up since 6:30. Is there a lot of farmland here? Well, there's quite a bit. It's not a major amount, but quite a bit, you know. Hello, Gudan Singh, how are we doing? And here comes the class 195. Freight train due in 11 minutes and a concrete train, which I'm hoping will come down the slow line and then you'll get a view of it crossing all 4 points, because the concrete train goes off onto the East Lancs line. It leaves the main line because it's going to Castle Cement at Clitheroe. Come from Avonmouth, and if it comes up the slow line, which very often it does, it'll have to cross all the sets of points just in front of the camera. If it doesn't come up the slow line, then it'll just come straight down, but it'll be, whatever it does, it'll be going slowly because it's coming off at this junction here. It's to my left, where you can't see, but there's a junction on the other side of the bridge. Hello, Ramika Daz, how are we doing? Bit of a race going on there between the 331 and the 195. Have a look at timetable, see what's doing. Right here, it's a Courtbridge to Daventry that's coming at 22, and then it's a Daventry to Courtbridge at 10 o'clock, and then it's the concretes is 10:40. Courtbridge to Daventry in about 4 minutes, which will be coming from the left of the camera because it's going south. And then it's a Daventry to Courtbridge, which will be at 3 minutes past 10. That'll be coming towards the camera, and so on. And the concrete train is 10:40. For anybody that's still here, then. Hello again, Salvador Giano, Salvatore Giannino. How are we doing? Pendolino coming. Don't forget to like, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It's free and it makes it worthwhile. Richard Graham, no, you haven't missed anything much really. Hello, ST absent. S the best absent. When do I jump? Anytime you want. It's written on the pinned message in the chat, Manu John. If you look on the chat on the pinned message, it tells you my location. Correct, Manu John, UK Preston. Michael, choo choo. Where is the picky? That's my impression of a train. Just trying to jump. Hello, Mohammed Athil. How we doing? Quick, somebody put a penny on the track, yeah. Used to do that when we were kids. Used to do that when we were young and stupid. Now I'm just stupid. Oh no, I heard a vape train. Yeah, it won't be long. Next train. There'll be something soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hello, Maxi and LJ's Lifestyle. How are we doing? Sending good vibes from Canada. Excellent, Daniel. That's what we like. Some good vibes from Canada. I know somebody who lives in Canada. I speak to somebody who lives in Canada. They live in a place called, what the hell's it called? Yeah, there'll be a train along soon, Danielle. HW van Pigeon. Yes. Don't forget, like and subscribe to each other. It's all good. Hello, Long. Hello, Low. How long? I don't know. Hello, Hanker. Hello from Wales. How are we doing, Tom, the Stepford United fan? Excellent. Daniel James, yeah, your country seems to be far more advanced with transport service system. We have crammed highways due to the volume in Vancouver, yeah. Well, to be fair, our roads are pretty terrible. Our roads are not good here, Daniel. At rush hour, it's just ridiculous. Manu John, still no train. Yes, but there'll be something soon. Don't worry. Hello, HW fan. Hello from the West Country. Show the fields. Yeah, I can see, well, you can see the fields in the picture. Must be a strike, yeah. Well, we've had plenty of them in the past, don't you worry. Yeah, curly sandwiches. Cheaton Taylor, yeah, the location. If you look in the chat, I've pinned a message in the chat that tells you exactly where I am. In the United Kingdom. Yeah, you never know. My new John, it's quite possible. Hello, Mark Sugarman, how we doing? Hello, car guy 90. Hello, car guy 1576. 1576. How many trains per hour? Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? I don't know off the top of my head. I'll give you a rough estimate. How many trains an hour? Well, today between 10 o'clock and 11, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hang on. Just let me start this again. Start again now. I've got lost there. What the hell are going on? Oh, we've got 2 trains coming anyway. Pendolino and 3. Asking between 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock we've got a 10:03, a 10:07, a 10:18, a 10:20, 10:34, 10:23, 10:27, 10:28, 10:31, 10:35, 10:37, 10:45, 10:49, 10:54, 10:55. So if you counted all them up, whatever it came to. That was exciting. I'm going for a lie down. Yep, you want to have a lie down. See you later, lol. Lol no more. Yeah, Yep, one fast, one slow. The next train, I don't know what the next train is, but there is a freight train due. Check my battery, just to make sure we do. Bright headlights. Bright headlights, it's a transpenner. Hello, Eduardo Jimenez. That was the transpenner, 802. What's next? $10.03 Daventry DRS Tesco to Coatbridge DRS 10.03. Is it on time? Let's check. It's bang on time according to the book. It's on time. Oh, it is. It's just coming in. It's on the diagram now, so it'll be with us shortly. Hello, Eduardo Jimenez. I think I've said hello to you before, actually. Just to be sure. Keith Taylor. How are we doing? Hello, Nev. Hamovni. How are we doing? Nev Hamovni. How are we doing? Don't forget, if you're new here, like and subscribe. It don't cost anything. It makes it all worthwhile. That's what I keep telling myself anyway. Hello, Skippy24 players. How are we doing? Hello, Maestro Leo, sorry. Hello, good morning. Greetings from Spain. The train is going to pass right now. Excellent. Hello, Zach Hammering. How are we doing? Hammerling. Yes, 397 going to Manchester Airport, as always. Funny really, there's this line here, this West Coast main line, but every train that goes past is always going to one of three locations and nowhere else. It's either going to Manchester Airport, Liverpool Lime Street, or London Euston, and that's it. All the passenger trains go to those three locations. Hello, Kelvin from New Zealand. How are we doing? New New Zealand. Yeah, I know somebody who lives in New Zealand. Is that where the possums are in New Zealand? We have them little animals called possums. I think it is, isn't it? Hello, Victor Ozyman. How are we doing? Don't forget to like, subscribe, double tap your phone screen to like. I just hope the weather stays alright. There's a horrible grey cloud here, but it looks like it's just passing through. A bit of luck. Quiet lolly. I'll just check the timetable. So much cooking. The next train is at Pendolino due, and some more northern Avanti, northern Avanti, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trains between now and 22 when the cement train comes. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Right, yeah. Well, not waiting for anything in particular. Just sat here. I think you meant to put water into that. Does the train... Does the train... Now that Pendolino that's just gone past is going south, so north is coming towards the camera. Dale Usury said hello. Hello, Dale Usury. Hey up, lad. Trouble at mill. Trouble at mill. Hey up. How are you in Yorkshire or what? You from Yorkshire? Hello, Kalapa Benagai. How we do, Benagai? How we doing? Fred Asisa says whatever it says. Read that. I tell these I need. Oh God, another one that needs to go. Can you speak? Can who speak? Hello, Leon Ross Gabato. How are we doing? Caballo. Leon Ross Gaballo. How are we doing? Can you speak? Yes, I can speak. Leon Ross Caballo. Hello. Said hi. Beats per minute. Crikey, am I dying or what? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Double tap your screen. Subscribe. It don't cost nothing but makes it worthwhile. aka Summit. How are we doing? I'm just outside of Preston Station, N16. Any train is not coming, why? Any train is not coming, why? Well, because it's not. There'll be something along soon. Hello, Daisy Day. Oh, hello, Dale Usury. Sorry, misreading that. So I don't know if I missed that in chat. Hello, Ranu. How are we doing? Hello, Liam, Public Transport Spotting. How are we doing? Hello, Haranu Adeka. How are we doing? Hello. And that's for, I guess I can't read that, but hello to the Russian person. How are we doing? Hello again to the Russian person. I can't read what you're writing because obviously I don't speak your language, but hello there. Hello, Martin. Knotch. What is that? What is what? In the UK, Martin, the United Kingdom. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Makes it all worthwhile and it doesn't cost you a penny. Hello, Griffin Moses. Hello, Brandon's Model Railway. Well, sorry, Brandon's Model Railway Trains and Real Trains. How are we doing, Brandon? Hello, Griffin Moses. Why are you all just watching the railway? Why do you think? This is what we do. If you don't like it, you don't need to watch. Yeah, it's a choice. It's a personal choice. Train will be coming soon. was a Class 390 Pendolino on its way to London Euston. There's something coming down the slow line, I don't know what. It'll be a 331 or a 323, I would imagine. That train will be soon. Highland Springs. Just moving my microphone and see if it's going to wind blasted there. I can't read that. I'm just in my car at the moment. Checking the battery power. I'm sat in a car at the side of the road. Well, Crimbo. I'm sat in a car at the side of the road. I've got a microphone here in my car, which I'm talking to you on, and I've also got a microphone about 20 foot away at the side of the track with the camera. My hammy dickram, where's the trains? There's been quite a few trains. Hello Senga, how are we doing? How's it going, Senga? And here comes the Clitheroe Castle Cement train, and also a 331 as long at the side of it as well, so we're going to get an overtaking manoeuvre here. Yeah, I'm okay, Senga. Yeah, the 66 is, I think it's empty, that actually. I think it goes there empty and then collects cement that's been manufactured at the cement factory, and then it takes it back, I think. And then it gets sent all over the world, I think, I presume, because it always goes to the port at Avonmouth. So I'm presuming it gets transferred onto a boat or something, I don't really know. But I would imagine that one that's just gone past will be empty. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Double tap your screen. Subscribe, it costs nothing. Doesn't cost a penny to subscribe, so it does no harm. And there's also someone in the chat called Senga Grace. It'd be nice if some people could subscribe to her channel, and she can get her up to 50, then she can do some live streams. That's the challenge. Do some mobile live streams. Sharing is caring. Subscribe to each other, everybody. Doesn't do any harm. It's only a click of the mouse. Makes it worthwhile. No problem, Singer. Sharing is caring. Getting a bit windy here. I'm going to put the battery pack on. Hello, OBE players. Hello there, how are we doing? Yep, Sanga's put a link in the chat. If you want to subscribe to her, just get it past 50, then she can get out and about and do some mobile streaming. That's the plan of action. Let this pendolino go past and I'm going to put my battery pack on, so there will be a bit of a jump and a jerk in the video for a minute while I attach my battery pack. Just let the pendolino go through first. Bear with me a minute, the video will just jump around a bit for a second. So you can see there's the microphone, there's the bracket that's holding it all up. Zoomed out here. Rose bushes everywhere. It's a battle with a rose bush then. Rose bush sparking me today. Hello. Hello, Lilandara, Rayo Palani, how are we doing? Don't forget, like and subscribe. Also hit that link that's in the chat for Senga Grace and give her a sub. You can get it above 50 and then you can get out and about and do some mobile streaming on the mobile phone. YouTube doesn't let you do it until you get to 50 subscribers. Yeah, just have a look at timetable and see what's due. What time are we on now? 10:40. Just the usual Blackpool North, Transpennine, Blackpool North. Ah, we've got a Sellafield to Crewe coal sidings. I don't believe that's running. It is. Oh, we've got a nuclear flask coming. Not for a while though, I'm afraid. Nuclear flask is coming through, but it's not for a while yet, I'm afraid. You have to hold on to your hats and wait for that one. But that'll be 2 Class 68s with a nuclear flask in between them, and it is running. It's very rare it runs that, but it is running today. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen it on a Saturday before. Hello, Matam Capia. I can't say that name, but I'm trying my best here. Matteo Capia. Sorry if I got that all wrong, but hello there and welcome. Hello Indian, hello there, how are we doing? Just a few normal services for a while until the nuclear train comes through. Unfortunately, that's a while off yet. If the weather holds up, I'll stick around for it, but if it rains, I'll have to bail out fast. The forecast when I left my house this morning was sun until 1 o'clock. It looks like it's clouding over now to me. Hello XX Jan Gamer 129X. No, this is West Coast Main Line, I'm afraid. Pendolino approaching. Yeah, saying I've never seen anything like that. A barking squirrel. Unbelievable. What a racket. Train builder 448, still the same YouTuber. No, there isn't any rail tours today, unfortunately. They're all going up the other line. Full video is 80 minutes long. Yeah, I've never seen a squirrel in my life make that noise, and we have lots of squirrels around here, but I've never heard a mecha sound. Certainly nothing. Well, I've never heard a mecha sound of any description. Certainly not bark like a dog. seen many squirrels while I've been parked up just here, just right where I am now. Squirrels and foxes. Yeah. Won't play Marvin as metal stuff, yeah. I've never seen anything like that. It's pretty unique, is that? The barking squirrel. You need to. I forgot what's the title on it, saying? Is it? You need to put the cycle like the barking squirrel, and then hashtag it with squirrel barking and all that lot, and it'll get up there. You know what I mean? Because it's not often you see a squirrel barking. BRL, BRL. What's your best? I might be real, but anyway, I won't split hers. What's your best diesel? 47, 37, 30, 30, 37. It's none of them really. I mean, I like them all, but I think my all-time favourites class 40, class 40, and class 25. I get asked this so often. I know, you know. Local squirrel, part 1 and 2. Should hashtag it with something like barking squirrel. Try and, if you go to Google and put in best hashtags for barking squirrel, it'll give you the one that gives you the most hits. And then you add that hashtag in, and it'll get spread out more then, you see, if you get me drift. Hashtags are really important. And I always Google me. If I've got a subject, say let's imagine I took a photo of this wall now, or a video of this wall on this railway bridge. I'd go to Google, and there's websites that give you the best hashtag. So I'd say best hashtag for railway wall, and it'll give you the ones with the most hits on the internet. It dredges the internet, gives you the ones with all the hits on, and then you can add that hashtag to your video and it ups the views, you see. You know. It's all the matter of, some people put loads of hashtags on, rows and rows of them, but that kills it. You don't do that, you just got to put the right ones there, you know what I mean? Some do well and some don't, but you know, it's weird. Hello, Corey's Outdoor Adventures. How are we doing? I do magnet fishing. Yeah, I know somebody who does magnet fishing actually. In fact, he has a channel on YouTube, and my God, he has a big following. Unbelievable. He sometimes comes in the live streams. He does. I can't think of his name. Because he were famous. He were on news. He found two things. He found a gun. He got a gun out at canal, and then he found a safe full of money. I can't think what his channel's called, because he does sometimes comes in our chat when we're doing a live stream at night time, and he'd be probably about 18, 19-year-old now, but when he first started doing it, he was only in his teens, and he got a bit famous because he found a safe, or a cash box, and it was absolutely stuffed with money, but it were all Australian money, and there were documents in it and all sorts, and he managed to trace the owner, and it had been took a few months before in a burglary in a house, and somehow found its way into canal, this cash box, safe, whatever it were, full of money, Australian money, and he got the owner give him a reward for it. I don't know how much, but he gave him a decent reward for getting it out the canal. I think the owner were more concerned about getting the documentation back that were in the safe, and he reunited it with its owner. Unbelievable story. And he came in. We were on one night on a chat with Jeanette Pickering, and he used to come in quite often. I can't think what the hell he's called. It's called something magnet fishing, something like Henry's Magnet Fishing or something. But I know he has a lot of subscribers. You know, he has a big following. And he found a gun, that was it, and he wrote, I think he found it. He got on news, local news, for finding perhaps a hand grenade as well, or a bomb or something. And the whole canal was shut while they came to look at this grenade or bomb thing, you know, to make sure it weren't going to blow up. Oh yeah. But I have a mate who does it, and all he's managed to find is Tesco trolleys, bike wheels, and rubbish basically. It was quite funny really, because we were at work, because where I work's right outside the canal, and he says, "Well, just try it," and he threw it in, and he found a 1p coin in canal. It stuck, but when the coin got magnet, you know, and it picked it up, it trapped a poo bag, so he got a 1p coin and a dog's poo bag with poo in it. I couldn't stop laughing, me. I was rolling. This coin must have been underneath the poo bag, and when he chucked his magnet in, coin stuck to magnet, but grabbed the poo bag at the same time, so he pulled it out, and all he got was a poo bag with poo in, and a 1p coin or a 2p coin. It killed me. Our best freight train is a Class 66. Well, they're certainly the most popular, aren't they? They're all over the show. Do you remember Horses and Cars? No, I don't. Do I remember Horses and Cars? Cracky, do I sound that old? I remember Rag and Bone Man. The real Rag and Bone Man. I don't mean the singer, I mean the real Rag and Bone Man that used to rattle around the streets collecting rubbish. I remember that. That's right, yeah. I always used to shout. Walk around and shout. I was watching a video about it. I didn't realise all this kind of stuff went on, and people used to... Giving sweets and balloons, yeah. Unbelievable, really, isn't it, when you think about it? I watched a BBC archive video on YouTube the other night about it, and it showed a guy, and he was Rag and Bone Man, and he used to collect scrap as well. Oh. And he collected it all up, and all the cloth would go to the back to the mills, where it were all like unplucked and cleaned and turned back into thread somehow. I don't know how they did it. and any clothes he got, he used to do like a Sunday market with clothes, and half the time it were people's clothes, they were buying their own clothes back. Comical. They were like almost an unofficial pawnbroker. People would sell him their clothes when they were hard up, and then when they had a bit of money or something towards weekend, they'd go market and buy that pair of kecks off him again that they'd sold him earlier on in the week. Yeah, for 10 jackets, yeah. Unbelievable what used to go on in them days. Unbelievable. People moan about poverty now. They're not boring, are they? Hello, Ivana Jerkic. How we doing? Did you hear all the Osborne died? I don't understand that one. Hello, Ivana Jerkic. Hi there. I'm excellent. Excellent, Ivana. I do class 66s, always pull the China clay. I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, I think it's more of a fluke than a necessity, because every rail operator, every freight rail operator seems to have class 66s. So I just think it's the fact that it's the way it is. It's the go-to, isn't it? You know, everybody has them. It's a bit like a class 66 is like the Ford Fiesta of cars. You know what I mean? The popular choice. Yes, I have Facebook, Senga. Yes. Did you hear? Is it Ozzy Osbourne? Yeah, that was about 6 weeks ago. That, yeah. It's Ozzy, not Izzy. Ozzy. I'll add you, Senga. Is it the same name as you are now, as you are on here? Yeah? I will add you in. Because I don't think you can find me. I don't think I'm searchable. But I can add. I'll send you a friend request when I get home. I can't do it here because I've not got Facebook on this iPad that I'm on. And my normal everyday phone, my works phone, has for some reason stopped working. Well, the data stopped working. I think it's because it's last day of month, and it's not last day of month. I'm not getting any data through. It's not giving me any data, so I'll do it. I'll do it when I get home, Senga. First time I've ever run out of data on this phone. I don't know why it's done that, because it's my works phone. It's a contract that we have at work, and obviously it's not unlimited. I don't know what it's set at, but it's stopped my iPad that I'm on now viewing on, and the phone that's recording at the side of the track. They're my SIM cards, my contracts, and well, they what is it? They're unlimited data, so I never have a problem. Yep, no problem, Senga. We'll sort it. I'm no expert, I'll be honest, but I know the basics, and I think I know what I need to know to get along a bit. Dangerous. Poof. Let's get rid of that. Hello, John Drummond. Yeah. Yeah, well, definitely, once you get past 50, it's good, is that? Because you can live stream off your phone and everything. I mean, I know you can live stream through your house before you get to 50, through your Wi-Fi and stuff, but you can't, it won't let you do it mobile until you get to 50. I don't know why they do that, I just don't understand the reasoning behind it, I've no idea. I just don't see the logic to it, but that's the rules and that's the way it is. I'm going to wait for this nuclear train, I think, and then we'll call it a day. Hello, Pawan Shob. Sorry, I missed you in the chat there. How's it going? What's I felt a drop of rain then, but I'll be imagining it. I hope I will. Oh yeah, of course you'll see all sorts up there, won't you? Yeah, that's for sure. That is for sure. You'll be able to have a look, because people will be into that as well if you're live streaming planes landing and stuff. Folk are into that. Big planes flying over. Yeah. Every day, about 12:30, it flies over, massive. Yeah, they are big, them planes, my God. Yep, everybody click the link for Senga and help her to get to 50 subs. Get her to 50 subs and then we can see the huge planes then. Barking squirrels and Emirates planes on the same channel. Excellent. You're not going to find that everywhere. Look at the timetable. Time 11:08. The nuclear train has picked up some speed, so it's going to be coming through here in 10 minutes is the nuclear train. It was supposed to be 11:40, but it's picked up speed and it's going to be coming through here in approximately 10 minutes. The old nuclear fast train. 16 subs the other day and then went down to 6. That's weird. You'll probably find it might go back up again because YouTube does queer things like that. It puts you up and then goes down and puts you up and does funny things. I've had that. You look 1 minute, you've got so many, then you look again, you've got less. So then sometimes they come back. Subs. I think YouTube verifies everything you see, and it takes time, to make sure they're not just fake accounts and stuff. I don't know how it works. Because I've had exactly the same thing happen to me. They disappear and then they come back. How many shorts can you post today? I don't think there's a limit, Senga. I don't know for sure, but I don't think there's a limit. Well, there might be a big limit, but I've never heard anything written, any written rule about it, about how many shorts you can post a day. Because I post one every other day. Every other day I've got them scheduled right up until Christmas. I've set them up so they're scheduled, and I've got one for every other day right up until Christmas at the moment, and I keep adding to them. I used to do them every day, but I felt it were a bit. I felt if you put a short on one day and then one on the next day, sometimes you stole. I felt like you stole the views off the one you still had up. So I thought if you leave a day's gap, it gives it more chance, you know what I mean? That was my theory anyway. I don't know if they're doubting it or not, but that was my theory anyway. But I think you can put as many up as you want. Only thing is, if you stick a load up, say you put like say 10 up in 1 hit, you might find that the last one you put up gets loads of views, and the 9 before it don't get as many views. You don't do as well, you see, because it always tends to be your latest thing that gets picked up by when people are flicking through on the phones. You know, it's always your latest thing. I don't know. It's funny how it works, and I'll be honest, I'm not an expert on it. I only know what I've seen, what's happened to me in the past. I used to do a short day. I used to have them all set to go on daily shorts. And then I did it every other day just to give them a bit more airtime. Hello, school teacher. How are we doing? Welcome back, school teacher. He. It varies, he, but it varies. It tends to be. There's quite a few an hour. You know, I did read out the last hour. It's just somebody else asked me the same question, so I did read out the list for the last hour, and there were like 20 odd. You know, but you have quiet spats and busy spats. And the quietest part of the hour is from 2:30. That much I do know. I've been sat here long enough to work out where the quiet hour is, the quiet quarter of an hour is, and the busiest spat seems to be from sort of like 10 to, and between 10 to and 10 past. 2 trains per 28 minutes. No, there's a lot more than that. I would say there were 28 in last hour altogether because I counted through them. So it's one that equates to roughly one every 2 minutes, but it doesn't work out like that because you get 2 or 3 come all at the same minute and then nothing for 5 minutes and that sort of thing. I know the next train through here, I think, is going to be the nuclear flask train, which is unusual to run on a Saturday. I've never seen it before on a Saturday. You live beside the track, Sengo, right? ScotRail. So you must be on, I don't know what they call it, that. They call that area around here. There's a name for it and I can't think what it's called. I used to go there a place called, what's it called? Cambuslang. I used to go to Cambuslang a lot. Cambuslang, Bellshill and Paisley. I used to deliver to like an electrical retailer in Paisley, but I can't remember what they were called, but all I can remember is they were like a shop and it were just a web of motorways you had to drive through, tangled web of motorways. You were underneath, then you were above, then you were underneath, and it used to drive me head mad, it did, trying to work out where I was going. The Singer line. You get round that neck of woods and then motorways, they're very complex, twisty, windy things. Oof. Not for the faint-hearted, especially when you're not driving a wagon. as in Singer sewing machines, right? Excellent. Two minutes and we're going to see the nuclear flash train, and after that I'll be going home. Sat here now since I've been here now. I've been sat here now. I don't know. Certainly above 2 hours, that's for sure. 5, 8, 9, 10. I've been here since about 9:15, I think I started. And here's the nuclear train. Alright, when I get a train from Central, I need to get the train saying Singer. Got you? Excellent. Anyway, people, I'm going to call it a do now. There's nothing more exciting happening here now. That was the last, if you want to call it exciting, the last odd train. That's some are just normal passenger trains, so I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you, Paul Berry. So I'll catch you all later. Thanks for the subscriptions and the thumbs up and all that lot. And I'll see you on the next one. There won't be one tomorrow because I don't do them on Sundays. Even though I did last Sunday because it was a scorching day and it was too hot to stay in, but I'm not expecting that tomorrow. So I'll see you later, Senga, and everybody else in the chat, and Paul Berry and whoever else is left here. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.